What's up everybody, it's Sean here, and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the JJJJound collaboration with Reebok on this Club C85 in the olive colorway. So Reebok and JJJJound have collaborated many times before in the past, but this release marks their latest collaboration, which dropped back on April 6th. So the retail price for these Club Cs was $150 US, which is the equivalent to roughly 210 Canadian dollars. And in typical JJJJound fashion, where they're known for their minimalistic takes, this is a very simple and clean rendition of the Reebok Club C, with the main differentiating color being olive. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box, and this comes in this white-based cardboard box, very minimalistic, and it's done in this shelf style. So on the very top, we have Reebok branding, and on the side of the box, we have JJJJound branding, and this is done in this very light cream color. As far as the shoe goes, so this is your classic Club C silhouette, and the entire upper of this shoe is constructed out of a very soft, lightly tumbled white leather. So on the toe box, you can see this leather here, and across the toe box, we have 3 rows of perforations. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have another overlay of that same white leather, and this acts as a toe guard, and the same leather covers the eyelets of the shoe as well. Right beneath this, we have this rectangular cutaway, exposing this woven JJJJound branding, which is done in cream and black. And when you compare this to the medial side, there is no window or JJJJound branding on this side, so it looks a lot cleaner in comparison. Moving downwards, we have more of that same white leather, but we have these different stitch lines cutting across, giving it some visual interest. And then overlaid on top of this, looping towards the back of the shoe, we have this cream colored textile, which matches the color of that woven JJJJound tag perfectly. And then on the center of the heel, we have more of that white leather on the very top, along with this thinner strip running down the center. As far as the laces go, so these come with 2 different lace options. The standard or default lace is a flat style lace in white, but they also give you a secondary cream or off-white colored lace as well. Underneath this, we have this aged nylon tongue, which has this very retro vibe to it, and you'll see that the top of the tongue is free of any tags or any branding. Moving on, so the back of the tongue and the inner liner of the shoe, this is covered in this olive colored terry liner, which has a very soft towel-like feel to the touch. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with your standard foam lined insole. However, the top of the insole is also lined in terry cloth, and we have this retro Reebok logo pressed on the heel in white. So the upper of the Reebok Club C sits atop this white colored rubber cup sole, and within this cup sole we have this foam wedge. So you'll see the midsole has this very strong defined pattern to it, and we have Reebok branding protruding out the lateral heel. And if I flip the shoe over to the medial side, you'll see in the middle of the medial side we have this exposed foam, and this is the foam that's found within the midsole for cushioning. Finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, so this outsole is entirely constructed out of an olive colored rubber. We have this circular pivot point on the forefoot and this diamond shaped traction pattern that runs from heel to toe, along with Reebok branding in the center towards the medial side. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about sizing, to me, I feel like these fit perfectly true to size, so that's what I'd recommend. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me absolutely perfectly. If you have a really wide foot, maybe you'd want to consider going up a half size, but for narrow, normal, or even a slightly wide foot, true to size should be perfectly fine. In terms of the comfort of this shoe, so honestly, being a shoe from 1985, it is a very basic shoe from a technology standpoint. So with that said, the comfort is what you'd expect from a mid-80s sort of sneaker. It's not overly cushioned, so it's going to be more on the flatter side, more on the thinner side as well. And the cushioning, while it's there, you can still feel it. It's really nothing that special. But for an everyday casual use shoe, I think these will be a very solid shoe, especially because the leather they use on the upper is super soft, so right out of the box, you don't have to break them in whatsoever. They're gonna feel like a very aged and worn-in sneaker right from the beginning. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality I was very impressed with. So this leather had a very soft but very genuine feel to it, and when I run my fingers across this shoe, you can just see those natural leather grains, which is always a welcome sight to see. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, so I don't know if I just got lucky this time around. I was talking to some friends who also were talking to their friends, and apparently there's a lot of quality control issues on their pairs. However, my pair was pretty much flawless. I thought the stitch job was pristine, the panels were cut and placed consistently, the paint job on the midsole was good, and I had no real major blemishes that I could see. So if anyone else watching grabbed a pair of these, let me know in the comment section down below. How was the build and the overall craftsmanship on your specific pair? So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. If you're buying this sneaker, you're buying it because it's going to be a very easy shoe to wear, and it's going to be a shoe that's not overly in your face, and one where the devil is really in the details. There's no overly loud branding on this shoe. The colorway is also very plain and simple, but if you need a white base sneaker and you're a fan of the Reebok Club C, I think this is a very solid pickup if you manage to grab these for retail. Like I said throughout the review, I was really a big fan of the material quality, and I love this super soft leather and how it feels so broken in already right from the beginning. So for what it is, I would not pay a cent over retail, but I think hype aside, JJJJound and Reebok did a pretty solid job on this collaboration. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this shoe. For anyone watching, did you also pick up a pair of these? Were you not a fan of the plain and simpleness of the shoe? Either way, drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.